again, my fascinating Renaissance friends. Welcome to episode 57. Okay, and we're still talking about replacing New Year's resolution and the disappointment and the dissatisfaction, the failure, okay, that goes with it. And we've talked about why and how. I gave you three steps to do it. And where do you get your inspiration, for an overarching and underlying replacement for such a thing as a New Year's resolution? So we talked about concepts, the concepts of huga from the Danish people, and then logom from the Swedish people. And this is where you can get some ideas and to find out how you craft 2025, what is important, what is relevant to you, and not just writing, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, and these are really what? These are really far-fetched goals, And from a wise man, we also learned that pick one thing that you want to work on, okay, and put all your focus and all your energy into that, because it increases the chances of you meeting it. All right. So the next step really is, where do I get those ideas, Miss Malu? Okay, I gave you three ways. First one will be the concepts, and there are three concepts you can choose from. The second will be themes, which is really my favorite because it all comes to me in my sleep. And remember, my theme for 2025 is wealthy and wise in 2025. Okay, and every single thought, every single action is always anchored on that, if it's really meeting it. So at the end of the year, it will just be what? Automatic, isn't it? Then the third will be quotes. You can read a quote and then it will jump up, jump up and out, maybe, from the page and from the podcast, and say, hey, I'd like that, for my direction, okay, for 2025. I shared with you the first two quotes. And let's see if we can work on the next two or three quotes here. And these quotations or these quotes, from people, famous or not, okay, can help us. Well, the choice, the curation is really based on me, because there are some quotes which do not resonate with me, so I don't copy it. It doesn't really work for me. So maybe you can come up, you can listen to podcasts, you can read books, okay, and then you will get some ideas there. Okay, this is the third quote that really is powerful as far as I'm concerned. And let me read it. It said, stop fighting your nature. Start winning with it. You're born with certain core traits. Not everybody, are athletic. Well, I'm not athletic at all. My two grandchildren are champions. They are very athletic in mountain biking. It's supposed to be a boys' sport, but they're really, good students at the same time. They are really very good athletes. Competing in national competitions and winning medals. I cannot imagine myself doing that because I am not athletic. My husband is an artist. Okay, it will take me hours just maybe to draw, a good-looking cat. I cannot, because I'm not an artist. I wasn't born with those core traits, but I'm a consultant, I'm a writer, I am this. Okay, so I stopped fighting my nature. I stopped thinking, I wish, I wish I could ride a bike. Do you know that I cannot even ride a simple bike? I wasn't taught how to ride a bike, much less, a mountain bike, I cannot do that. So I stopped whining a long time ago. But I can write a mean story. I can come up with master plans for my clients. I do that, so I just focus on that. I start winning with it. That has been my profession for 20 plus years. Okay, guys. Okay, you're born with certain core traits. Fighting them is like being a sprinter Okay, forced to run marathon. I learned that you need a different set of skills to run marathons because you need stamina. Sprinter, you need speed. Okay, so it's just if your physical makeup is meant for sprinting, and then you are forced to run a marathon, of course you're not gonna be successful. Okay, so what more? Okay, to run a marathon, it could be exhausting and futile. All right, you'll be frustrated. But these limitations can become your biggest advantage. Your instincts, your personality, all right, and preferences aren't flaws. So what if you're not good in sports? So what? There are not flaws. They feature, okay, their features when something seems to be holding you back that you can change. Okay, the key is to change your environment. Okay, what's a headwind? Okay, what's a headwind? Okay, a headwind, I found out, is a force or influence that inhibits progress, inhibits, which means it stops progress. Okay? So, let's not focus on headwinds. Okay, in one situation, it is a tailwind. What is a tailwind? It's a force that influence that advances progress toward an improved condition in another, which means, okay, most people think I am an extrovert. You know why? Because I go to cocktail parties with clients, I talk to audiences of 1,000, 2,000. It's very easy. I can do that because I was trained to be a professional speaker. Okay, some people, they don't like speaking in front of an audience because they're really terrified. Me, no, it's really just a breeze. Okay, so they say, "Oh, Malu, you're an extrovert." No, not right. Now, according to MBTI personality test, as Myers-Briggs personality test, I'm really an introvert. I am an INFJ. It's a combination of four traits. They have how many themes? I don't know. I think 16. 16 personality types if you get that test with initials, okay, under four, like introvert, extrovert, okay, thinking, feeling, things like that. I'm really an introvert, okay, but I'm actually in sales. Sales and public speaking. How can an introvert really excel in sales when you have to talk to all kinds of people, make presentations? How can you be a professional speaker talking to thousands of people? You're an introvert. You see, there's a big mistake. If you're an introvert, you're shy. No, shy, is really more of you know, it's a condition. It's really more condition. You're shy, maybe because you lack confidence. No, an introvert simply is a person who prefers and gets their energy from being alone. Okay, and not being in a party all day long. Okay, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is being an introvert gives me a lot of time to do what? To conceptualize. Okay? To create new programs, to dig deep into insight so I can help my clients work through problems. You cannot focus on problems when where you're all over the place. Okay, so that works for me. Well, maybe if you are in events, okay, maybe that will work against you, but for me it works for me. Okay, so we will continue with the quotes because I would really like you to start now this one. Okay, I would like you to do this. Okay, before we end, stop asking yourself, how do I fix myself? How do I become more deep? How do no, it's not how do I fix myself. Start asking, how do I position myself where my natural talents, okay, are assets? Okay? So stop thinking, oh, I'm not like this, I want to be like that. But you're going against your grain. Okay, so instead of asking how do I fix myself and be someone I am not, okay, but how do I position myself where my natural talents are assets. Okay, so if you're athletic, where do you put yourself? You put yourself in what? In competition, right? Okay, instead of staying at home, instead of going in your neighborhood. Okay, go put yourself out there. Okay, national, regional, international competition. That's where you put yourself, because your natural talents will be assets. Okay, and so my being an introvert has become an asset, because I am known to be a very deep thinker, and which translates into I am able to help my clients, do the hard work as a critical thinker. That's where I get paid much. Okay, so guys, I'll see you again in the next, episodes. Okay, the next two episodes we will continue with our quotes, and then I guess by episode 59, you will have a lot more areas where you can call, okay, what you really want to focus on in year 2025. Until then, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you again in the next episodes. Okay, goodbye.